What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and the first update for this season, being V25.10, is currently set to release tomorrow, unless Epic Games has, a last-minute delay or something they have to fix in the back end. And with that, that means we have a lot of stuff to talk about, because as is tradition on this YouTube channel, every single time we get close to a new update, we gotta make one of those videos being like, everything you should expect with tomorrow's game update. And of course, that is no exception here, because we are going to be talking about everything you should expect, but not just with tomorrow's update, but also something that will be happening tonight in the item shop. So if you're someone who has been waiting for new starter alright, I'm sorry that, we got a bot stuck here, and apparently my aim can't even kill the bot. That's amazing. But, you know what, that's a great introduction to the video. Anyways, if you're someone who likes to collect starter packs in Fortnite, there will be a new starter pack available tonight for you to claim, being the Intrepid Engines pack. This is a pack that includes the Combat Tech Jewels outfit, the Haxier Blades, backbling, and pickaxes, and of course 600 V-Bucks. It will cost $3.99 United States, and whatever the normal, starter pack price is for whatever region you might have your currency currently set to. So if you want the currently available starter pack, the one that kind of had like the chrome pickaxe theme and everything else with it, with the back bling and whatnot, tonight is the last night that you're going to be able to claim it, because once the shop resets tonight, it's gone, and instead we get Combat Tech Jewels. Other than that, though, I think something that I should just mention right away, because, I've kind of beat you guys to death with this topic for the past few days, is not that image, but nope, okay, hold on one second. It's Scuff doing live commentary here, but the Fortnite X and Nike Air Max collaboration with the Airforia UEFN map or whatever else, that is something that is going to be coming out in the next update. But if you really want to hear more about it, we made 2 videos now on the topic, and the kind of general summary is just UEFN Island, potential for new skins, and maybe some free rewards through challenges, and of course, some part of a collaboration with the Dot Swoosh brand under the Nike umbrella. But that is something to keep in mind that will be arriving with the next update and should go live right when the update goes out tomorrow as well. Other than that, though, another image you might have saw me accidentally click on was this one right here, because yep, we are going to actually be seeing the return of shockwave grenades in the game. However, they are only going to be returning in zero build and zero build bot lobbies. Now, if you're someone who actually plays ranked zero build, that means shockwave grenades will be in there as well. However, just in the normal battle royale in like matches or whatnot, ranked or no ranked, you won't be able to find them, as they're going to be like a zero build exclusive, kind of like how in the past we've had other items released, such as like what else has released? I think there was like the throwable launch pads that were only in zero build ranked at one point. They've done stuff like this before, but yeah, at first it's going to only be in zero build ranked and normal zero build for them to kind of have more mobility in this mode, because we don't have the ability to actually build or anything like that. But we could see it after they evaluate everyone's experiences with it and whatnot, returning to normal building enabled matches as well throughout the season. Another thing we're most likely going to see with this new update is going to actually be new augments, and we kind of have an image of one of those new augments already that Epic Games leaked when this season released. So if we go ahead and go to the augments menu, you can notice that in the combat section we have 8 augments. Most of these are old ones, with some new ones being here. I'm pretty sure like Reckless Rifle Reload is a new one. However, one combat augment that we have an image of, which is now right below my webcam, is the Pistol Reload actual augment, or I guess the Pistol Recycle augment in a way, which kind of got an image added to the creator asset box when the season released, but it was never in the game files and it didn't release during the most recent update. They even accidentally put it in the in-game newsfeed at one point, which makes me think that this was supposed to be a launch season augment that they delayed to the first update or something like that. But how it works based on all the files and everything that we currently have available to us, it seems to be a situation where when you're using a pistol, if you manage to actually get a hit on an enemy, there is a chance that that ammo that was spent to actually shoot the enemy will be recycled back into your clip, so that you're not actually wasting bullets, right? It basically just gives you maybe 1 or 2 extra bullets for those clutch situations. And it's nice to see an augment like that being released in the game, especially for people who might get another augment that is currently available in the loot pool, being things such as, like the Mythic Pistol, right? So if you have the Mythic Pistol, you have this augment, you can craft together a magical pistol combo, okay, but pistol combo, and maybe demolish some matches, right? It just seems like a very nice combination to have, and it appears like it is going to be releasing, since we have the image of it already, which you can once again see under my webcam if you need to see it once again, and it was also in the in-game newsfeed once the season originally released, so they do know about it. They did intend for it to be available, so it most likely is set to be made available with the next game update. Now, something I will talk about is something that we should not be expecting with the next game update, and that relates to the snapshot quest in the game. As you guys know, part 1 of the snapshot quests are actually related to the Aura NPC, and part 2 are set to be related to the Triggerfish NPC, which I actually don't think is even active right now. If we look at the list here, yeah, we don't even have Triggerfish as an NPC, so Triggerfish is set to also be returning as an NPC in the near future, but it's a whole entire quest line that we are supposed to be getting throughout the season, and it appears like we will not be seeing any more of those added with the next game update. We might see new Sloan voice audio logs that we can find throughout the island, but we won't really see any of these new Triggerfish, snapshot quest lines because of the fact that currently on the Epic Games schedule, they're not set to release until the middle of July. So we have a whole entire month basically of no quest line update for snapshot. So just keep that in mind, if you're hyped for more storyline related stuff, you might have to wait quite some time. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to get the hidden quest line, which we sometimes find. For example, when you go to one of the areas in game, you find like this blue prism or something that isn't a quest or anything, and once you pick up the blue prism, you have to actually go talk to Trace, which is right there on the map, in this general location, which I think is also where you find the prism. That is a hidden quest line that you're actually able to do for like 30,000 XP, and those will still be releasing over time. We have a total of 4 of those, and it seems like each one kind of releases like 2 weeks after the previous one, so you will get more and more hidden quests throughout the season, and you will still get something to do for some XP, but in terms of generic, actual storyline related stuff that is going to have, a lot more lore being built on certain characters, we kind of gotta just wait, right? We just gotta wait a long time for Epic Games to start pulling more and more of those quests into the game. And speaking of having to have some stuff delayed or whatnot, something you may notice when you release the actual, when you launch the new season, if you're a ranked player and you want to play, ranked modes, Epic Games is currently set to do a ranked reset with V25.10. Now, it could be delayed because they said they're currently targeting V25.10, but it could, mix around or whatever. They're like, oh, due to an issue last minute, we've decided to not do this or delay it to V25.20 or whatever. But currently, they are set to reset everybody's ranks in ranked mode, both zero build and building enabled battle royale. So if you're someone who's been trying to grind for Unreal rank or anything like that, you're going to have to notice that all your ranks and all that progress is going to be wiped back to unranked. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to get to those high ranks very easily anymore, because as we know, Epic Games has data on your whole entire statistics and how you play and everything, so you should, once you get ranked once again, be in a similar area to where you were before you got your rank reset. You might be a little bit lower, maybe you're even a little bit higher, but they are just kind of doing a general reset to, make sure everything's steady, because as we're in season 0 of ranked mode, they want to make sure that everything is set up for once they go into season 1, where they're going to consider it, out of beta in a way, right? So think of season 0 of ranked mode as Epic Games' early access to the ranked mode system. Now, in terms of things we don't really have images of, one thing we know that is going to be coming out with the next game update is going to be July's crew pack. That is going to have to be added to the files because they can't really do another update in between V25.10 and V25.20 before we go into the actual new, month or whatever. So we should be seeing the encryption of the next crew pack in the game, and there's a lot of people theorizing what it could be. Some people think it's the Starfang, skin that was a part of the whole entire, trio set of, Halsey and all of them that released before. People are just kind of, speculating what it could be, and we really just kind of gotta wait and see. But it shouldn't be that long of a wait because it should at least be encrypted with tomorrow's game update. So if you're someone who likes new crew packs, want to figure out if you want to get a new one or not, you won't have to wait very long until we start getting news and all that type of stuff regarding the next one coming to the game. So that's something to be excited for, right? That's just a little bit of an exciting thing to see happening, and it's like, who doesn't enjoy finding out about new cosmetics in the game? And on top of that, there's going to, of course, be new cosmetics added to the game. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this might be the summer update because we do know that summer events are going to be returning very soon, and Epic Games is going to be having a whole entire situation where, there's going to be a lot of summer-themed cosmetics, maybe even some concept arts, whatever else made by the community, because, typically around summertime and, Halloween, actually, no, mainly around, all of their events, right? So, Halloween, Christmas, even summertime, they typically bring a few people's concept arts into the game, and it's typically, a nicer time for Epic Games to kind of, hype up the community aspect, especially during the summer area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see, a new concept skin made by the community added to the game or something like that with the next game update, or with whatever update we can officially dub as the summer update. But a lot of people are just speculating that since, this is the update that brings us into July, it most likely is going to have, the 14 days of summer or whatever they're going to call it this time around, maybe cosmic summer like they did in the Alien season or whatever else. We should just be seeing all the summer themed stuff coming to the game, and it will be a nice little, enjoyable time. And actually, while recording this video, we just got a whole entire blog post regarding Save the World, which is is kind of scary because it's relating to the daily reward system in V25.10. So you know what, let's go ahead and back out to the lobby here. Let's pull up the blog post and let's kind of just read it live here. Let me go ahead and get everything set up. Okay, so I actually just took a pause here to read the whole entire thing, and man, this is one major blow. Like, I did not expect to talk about this in today's video. So if you're a Save the World player, let me tell you what you need to know regarding the V25.10 update. Firstly, daily rewards, which I've logged in daily for 1,185 days now as an ultimate founder of Save the World, are being completely removed. They're being completely gutted from the game, meaning that in a few days, I won't be able to claim my 150 bonus V-Bucks. Now, they did kind of summarize everything, and I went ahead and made some bullet points over on my own Twitter account so we can kind of talk about everything going on there. So let me try to move this image around to where we can see it better. Alright, so here we go. So firstly, daily login rewards are being removed. However, the daily login rewards will be redistributed into the other sources such as daily quest and mission alerts. They are going to make it so daily quests will now provide additional rewards such as 30 extra X-ray tickets for everyone who plays Save the World and 30 extra V-Bucks for founders. The amount of gold rewarded by doing daily quests will also be increased by 10 gold per quest. And then we have some other changes such as, the weekly store will have an increased quantity of resources available for sale to provide more options for spending gold, and founders packs sold before July 2020 that included upgrade llamas and founders llamas will be granted immediately to players if they have been remained unused. Mini boss mission alerts will have increased and improved rewards, including an increase in the average rarity of reward items and a chance to grant a second bonus reward of the same type and rarity. Storm alerts will have a chance to grant items and llamas instead of always rewarding evolution and perk materials, reducing the reward gap between different seasons. The actual quantity of evolution materials earned when completing a storm alert will be increased as well, and then early campaign quests in Stonewood and Plankerton will have rare and epic and legendary rarity items added as rewards, and if you've already done those early campaign quests, you'll be given those right away once the update actually releases tomorrow. Now, other than that, daily quests for, Storm Shield Endurances will be improved to provide evolution materials, perk materials, and gold in addition to Battle Royale Battle Pass XP, and of course they mentioned that player feedback on these changes will be listened to and considered, but this is the bombshell that they just dropped while I was recording today's video, right? They were just like, hey, out of nowhere, Save the World players, we're getting rid of this system right here that you've had for literal years entirely out of the blue, right? Now, it does mean on the bright side, if we go over here to my daily quest, things like this, right? Eliminate 300 husk and successful missions. I'll get 250 gold instead of 240. I'll get 80 V-Bucks instead of 50. I'll get, 80 X-ray tickets instead of 50. And then if we actually had any right here, for example, this one that gives 100 V-Bucks, I would actually get 130 V-Bucks instead of 100 and 130 X-ray tickets instead of the normal 100. So they're making dailies better, but it does kind of suck to hear that this whole entire system where some days you can log in and boom, 1,000 V-Bucks right there for you is just kind of getting removed, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how that change happens, but it's also very interesting to see how they made a blog post being like, hey guys, as a heads up, this is what we're doing, so that you're not surprised by everything else going on. So if you're curious, what's going on here, that is one thing that's happening now with the brand new update, so stay tuned for that because that is some major news for Save the World players. And I guess as the final topic I can talk about for things to expect with the next game update, super level variants, right? We're going to be seeing those added with tomorrow's update. However, we won't be able to unlock them until like Thursday or Friday, so a few days after the season, after the update, I should say, officially releases. I would like to hear in the comments down below, however, out of the 5 skins that are going to be super level variants and, getting all of those, which ones do you think they're going to be from the Battle Pass? Personally, for me, I want to see Optimus Prime get super level variants, because I just think it would be funny to see another collab skin getting all those type of extra variants to them, just to kind of, add more to what this skin already has. But with that said, yep, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day for Fortnite, and as someone who has been playing Save the World on and off a lot recently, I know my dailies are not done. Do not roast me in the comments down below, please. I totally was just preparing for the update ahead of time, right? It's going to be interesting to see how all the changes, affect the game, both in Battle Royale and in Save the World. Now, I do think, in summary, based on how they're removing the daily login and reward system, it does suck it's being removed. Some of those major prizes, like getting 1,000 V-Bucks just out of the blue from, just logging in daily there. It sucks to see those being gone, but it is nice to see how they're going to be buffing the whole entire Save the World experience. So as you're playing the game normally, you're going to be getting more rewards than you were before. So that is, on the end of the day, a bright side to all the changes. So with that said, I know the second half of this video was kind of all over the place. I wasn't expecting a random blog post drop in the middle of recording, but hey, at least you guys got the first heads up over here on the FireMonkey YouTube channel. So with that said, I'll see you champs and champettes tomorrow with the brand new game update where we look at some new cosmetics that, you know, got added to the game, and we talk about what other changes are happening. So until tomorrow, I'll catch you champs and champettes later. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and peace out.